And what's going on, everyone? It's a beautiful day because the sun is out today, but we are here today with a Peugeot, and we are also going to be doing a coil spring on another Peugeot again. But let's start with this one. So this one actually needs brake disc and pads all around, unfortunately. So he's bought this, I think he said 4 months ago, and he's already experiencing some squealing noise coming from the front and also some grinding type of noise coming from the rear as well. We inspected it, and unfortunately the rear brake discs, they are heat soaked, which tells me that the rear brake disc and pads are possibly binding. His calipers are stuck, I don't know, he's seized. But the squeal on the other hand is coming from the front of the vehicle. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using Delphi parts from GSF Car Parts. And like what I said, if you ever need to buy something from GSF Car Parts, use this discount code right here. And just so you know, the number of people that can order from this discount code is limited. So if you're eyeing something up from GSF, make sure to use this code pronto before it expires. All right, so let's go and get started. Let's change the brake disc and pads on this. Those brakes, they look fairly new, don't they, Jay? Oh, guess who's back? The lover boy. Yeah, they're fairly new, but however you can already see that, yeah, it's not even, no bro, it's not even that. I think it's been through heat soak, because you can actually see it here, it's oranging again. Have you seen the other side? Yeah, the other side's a lot worse. Look at this side, man, it's like scoring and all sorts compared to the other side. Like what I'm saying, I am not really happy. I don't know how well the camera will show this, but I'm not happy with the colorization of the brake disc. Really, it looks like it's been through a lot of heat, so that's the reason why we're replacing that, really, brake disc. Also, you can hear grinding noise coming from this anyway. So since we're replacing the rear brake disc and pads, what we have to do is we have to pretty much release the handbrake thing at the back actuator. So we're going to be using the Launch 601 Max to do just that. What did you do, mate?
I didn't do nothing.
What did you do? You broke it.
It said the braking system fault.
Oh dear, you broke it. I'm joking. Right, release it, mate. Hey, right, that's it. Let go of the brakes. And as I thought, this thing is seized in place. It doesn't even want to budge. Yeah, that's probably why it's going through heat soak, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. That is finished. Absolutely done. Right, so we've removed the brake pads in this now. As you can see, the pads are still thick. Like what I said, it looks fairly new already, copper grease, but that's not the important part. I don't know how well you guys can see it there, but there's like bluing action going all around the brake disc, which has told me this is going through a lot of heat soak. And it's evident really that rusting this early, you can see it here, that is caused by a lot of heat. It shouldn't look like that after 4 months. Yeah, like what I said, even here you can see it. He's been driving it like that for a while now, and from the looks of it, the inside actually looks worse than the outside. Have a look at this. Some of you are probably gonna say, oh no, it hasn't gone through heat soak. Okay, well, please explain this to me. Yeah, why is there crack on that then? Why is it cracking if it hasn't gone through heat soak? That's an actual crack, look. It's not dirt. Crack. Like if I run my finger through that, I can feel it. It's an actual line, like there, and then it just goes down. Just barely see it, and there's loads of them. Little micro cracks all around the brake disc as well. To be honest, the brake pads is not even eating through the whole face of the disc, mainly the rear one anyway. You can just about see it here, right there. Look, it's partially biting into that one, and then obviously this is the lip. And here as well, look, you can see that the pads is eating in on the outer bit. You can see it all around there, and then some here, and then it grips right down the middle. But that cracking is insane. Look, that is crazy. Enough waffling now. So what we're going to do is we're going to be fitting Delphi OE quality matching parts from GSF Car Parts. Like what I said, if you want discount code, here it is. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be fitting Delphi brake pads and discs. As you know, they come coated, right? I've spoken to you guys about this already. It's got this nice coating, so it's for anti-corrosion for when you store it, and also for when you have fitted it. And like, you're probably thinking, how is it anti-corrosion once you fitted it? It's not really the face of the disc, it's more like the surface that is not being touched. So that's the inner bit of the brake disc, and also the coating on the brake disc actually helps the mating surface of the brake pad and disc to mate a lot easier, because there's a special technology on it. Not entirely sure, but yeah, let's go and fit it. Look at this. This is on John's side. Let me try and get a zoom in on that. Look at that. Canyons, mate. Canyons of rust. Yeah, mate. To be fair, mine is as bad as well. Just look at that. Look at it. And that's why that one had seized, because they did not bother cleaning this last time they replaced it. Like what I said, it's fairly new, like 4 months old. So, and if you want to know what special tool we use to remove the rust on those brake carriers, have a look at this. That multi-tool has become an actual multi-tool as well. Because yeah, there's no easier way to remove those rust, unfortunately. That right there is the before, and there is the after. As you can see, we've removed all of the high spots on this side and that side, and obviously where the brake pad sits as well. Just by doing that, we are preventing those brake pads from seizing in place for a very, very long time. Just think about it. They didn't do that, and now the customer has to replace it again. Unfortunately, it's not covered under warranty, because as you know, brake pads and discs are part of wear and tear. You're probably asking, yeah, you guys are a bit dear. It's because we take that extra step just to make sure that you guys don't come back to us for the same job a few months later. We actually give 2 years warranty on our brake disc and pads, wear and tear as well. So as you can imagine, that is what I would call a good job. And obviously, to complement all of that work that we've done on that brake carrier, we are going to be using the correct stuff for the brake pads to prevent it from seizing in place. So we're going to be using Pagid's Ceratec to put it on the ears of the brake pads, and obviously on the back as well, just so that it doesn't squeal, for one, and second, it does not seize in place. So let's get the brake pads installed. Lovely. Look how smooth that was. No need to hammer it in, no need to smash it in. It's just a little bit of, and it was in. Oh my god, yeah. This is serious. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. Right, now you'll see it in a minute. So do any of you guys notice what's wrong with this braking system then? This whole brake disc and pads assembly. What do you think is wrong with it, mate? I know. Go on, have a look. Go on. Go on. Why are you here? Alright, let's test it with John. See what's wrong. What's wrong with it, John? Can I find?
I can't find it.
I'll tell you what it is. Look how thick the outside is compared to the inner. Can you see it?
Oh my days.
That's well thin, isn't it? On the inside, isn't it? What the?
I would notice that at first glance.
Yeah, no way. Wow.
Holy.
That is mad. Was that sold to the customer like that? Because like what I said, he's only had this for 4 months. This is serious. That disc is completely weak. Nah, no way. Right, so we're just getting the new disc out now so that you can see the comparison between the two. It's absolutely mad. It's insane. Wait, what does it look like, mate? Does it look very even? It should look like this. Right, everyone, here's a clearer view of the Palaba. You can see it there, the inner is a lot thinner than the outside. And I think it's been binding, I'm not sure, maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing at the moment. But why is it like that? I don't know, it's fairly new as well. I say fairly new, probably a year or two old. But it shouldn't wear down that badly though. That's a very, very uneven wear. It's insane. That's probably why you can hear squealing noise, to be honest. And here's the pads. Not too bad. And this is the inside. Still got some meat on it, but it's on the lower side, I would say. But that squealing noise is probably because of this bad boy. That is insane. That's so thin. Thorough cleaning and correct installation are essential for any brake jobs we undertake. This will save us future headaches and ensure good customer satisfaction. Unfortunately guys, I'm very sorry, I forgot to record me putting this back in place, but as you can see right there, it's in now. And also, just wanna make it clear to you guys that that is all greased up now. As you can see, even that contact point at the back over there, we cleaned it all. It was time lapse, but it just wasn't working. And as you can see, that Delphi disc is sitting nicely. And also, now we've got even surface, like the inner and outer of the disc face is now nice and even. So let's then wrap this up and go to the next job. See you there. Right, okay, so now we are on this job. It's a Citroen DS3, as far as I know. It's a Citroen DS3, you can see it there. The problem with this one is it needs a coil spring replacement, and let me show you this absolute madness. This must have been very, very noisy. So the customer said that he was driving down the M4, I can't remember, and he just heard a sudden bang, like a loud bang, loads of clattering noises coming from the near side. And this is the reason why. Look at this. What? That is absolutely finished. Look, it came off the shock absorber and all. Obviously, it's been grinding on his alloy wheel as well. You can all see it there, look. Oh, mate. Metal shaving, that's all from his tyre. And look at that. It is absolutely done. Look at his alloy as well. Oh, what's that?
Thor's hammer.
Thor's hammer? How can you lift it? Are you now?
I'm Captain Filipino.
Captain Pinoy.
Captain Pinas.
Yeah, as you can see, the extent of the damage is absolutely insane. So he said he crawled home with that. I don't know how he got home, but he did, thank God. You can see all buckles here. I'm not sure if that's caused by the spring or not. I don't think so. I think that's caused by some potholes. Yeah, we've got to replace this coil spring, so we got to remove this leg pretty much, and yeah, we'll go from there. That is bad. First step, grinder out. The reason why I had to chop that is because I couldn't even turn it, and now I can, because obviously we need to get to the drop link right here, and we've got some free movement now, look. Right, because once we get that on the drop, we're just gonna struggle to remove it if we can't turn this all the way around, and it's still at the moment you can't turn it. You need to get to the drop link, then you need to get to the back, so we're gonna have to chop this into tiny little pieces. That's another one. The question is, how do I get it out? Right, so we got one bit out now. Oh, you can see that, that's crazy. And then John is just giving this out. Hold on, he's too good actually. Look at that, he's got it off now. And we have all the access that we need now to remove all the bolts and all of that shebang bang. And we got to remove the drop link as well. And to be honest with you, they are not looking friendly at all. They are looking a bit mad. Right, tidy little trick that I learned on the weekend. Tidy, huh? You get it? Tidy little trick, because it's Darren that's taught me it. Look at this. 1/2 inch at the back to basically open up the knuckle, and then if you were just to hammer it down a little bit, look at that, it's coming off. Tidy little trick that is. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Surely that deserves a subscribe, right? Yeah, click it, like right here, right now, please. Let's see how bad this is. Oh god. Hopefully the bearings and all of that ain't too bad. I need to push it back up. What's going on here? This is why I don't want this.
Leave it.
Don't ask me why John took the bottom bit, right?
He was looking at me.
Let's see the top mount, the state of the top mount. I think the top mount is okay. It's not too bad. No damage there. This one though, insane, mate. Insane. Now let's go to the spring compressor and compress the spring, and hopefully they gave us the right one.
And spring the compressor.
Spring the compressor.
Yeah.
Boys and galleys, everyone's favorite, the spring compressor. Top mount and all of that, please. So floppy. God.
Flaccid.
It is. Indeed. Oh. Jay?
We were starting to lose hope. We were about to use the widow makers that we told you guys not to use, but it's absolutely fine now. I've figured out something.
Yeah, it seems like we are golden now. She's in. No. Obviously it's threaded in. It's not all the way down yet. What we're going to do is we're going to let it down, and then we should be able to literally go and then it's tying all the way down. Right, Jay?
Good.
Yeah? Alright, bring it down then. Please. That was dodgy, wasn't it?
Dodgy work.
Look at that. That's sitting nice and perfect. Do you know why it's sitting nice and perfect?
Why?
It's because we had to redo it, didn't we?
A couple times.
Yeah, so basically we accidentally looked very, very similar in size, the bottom piece and the top piece. And the first clip, it was like wonk like that, and it wanted to pop out. So I had to correct my mistake.
So we have to find the locator, which it doesn't have, annoyingly. There you go, it slips in. Drop link, katosh.
Ran into a few problems at the top, but figured it out. Top mount bolt is now in. Everything down here is tight, just like Mike. Drop links, top and bottom. I have to take this off because it's getting annoyed with it. Third leg and that. You know how it feels, right? But yeah, everything's in. Let's put the wheel back on and go for a test drive.
And guess what else, Phil? Guess what? We're probably gonna pull like a dark one today, to be honest with you. A late one.
A night shift.
Yeah, because we're gonna go and change the rocker cover for an N47 engine. It's leaking quite bad. It's for our loyal customer as well, so I can't really let her down. She needs her car. So we'll catch you on that job.
And here we are on the last job of the
Night.
the day, whatever you want to call it. So with this one, Darren's actually been here earlier, bless him. Thank you very much to him. It's leaking. Oh, I don't know, actually. Wait, can you remember this place, this vehicle? We've done a service on this one, and we've also replaced the EGR valve on this. However, now she's got another issue. She's only bought this probably like, what, 6 months ago or something? And there is, unfortunately, a very heavy rocker cover leak. And as you can see there, it's actually really, really bad. Let me just show you. Can you see there? It's leaking very, very heavy. Also at the very back, that's what Darren told me earlier. Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay, so this is me going into the engine now by the PCV valve. Look at that. That is serious leak. Look at it. That's really bad. And as you know, that is coming from the rocker cover. It's very obvious. Unfortunately, it's leaking on the exhaust side, and you know it's not safe to be driving that. And that is the reason why they actually called us today. It's because it was blowing out blue smoke pretty much from the engine bay, and she was worried she could smell all sorts of stuff inside. It was just going into the cabin, so she got worried, pulled over, and then she saw that. So yeah, we're gonna be replacing the whole rocker cover, because we don't know the full story. It's not just the gasket that we're going to replace. That is going to be a very old rocker cover per se, so we couldn't find the gasket for the rocker cover, so we just bought the whole rocker cover and the gasket with it. Yeah man, let's go get started. Let's dismantle this thing. First, we have to remove the scuttle panel. This will allow us to access the injectors and wiring harness that we need to remove to be able to replace the rocker cover. I cannot lie to you, I already regret this, taking on this job. These injectors, they don't look happy at all. They don't want to smile at me. They look angry. God. Look at them. Although there's no leak, there's no like exhaust fumes coming at the top of it, they still do not look friendly to me. So I'm gonna do, before we get in there, Power Lube Plus straight in there. Oh my god. Soak that in. Flood it. That's it. Yeah. Good job, mate. Good job.
You can't even see me.
Wait, hold on. I think I can. Oh, good job, mate. Good job. I can't see your head. Now that we've got all the access that we need to remove the rocker cover, we can start undoing all the injector pipes, rocker cover bolts, wiring harness clips and bolts, sensor connectors, and so on. We just have to make sure that nothing else is getting in the way of us removing the rocker cover.
It's so seized, bro. You know, normally you can just rotate it, right?
Yeah.
This one is not playing games, bro. He's like, no, I'm staying at home tonight. It's the lockdown. That's what the injector is saying. Stay in there, mate. But let's give it a little tilt.
Let's push on.
Yeah, what's this? What size is that? 14? Let's have a look and see if we can go. Hopefully, that would help. What I usually do is on the inside of the fuel, what I usually do is get the right socket for it, plunk it in there, then just give it a nice little wobble like that. And since we are replacing the rocker cover anyway, I might put a pry bar underneath it. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, nice. Nice, okay.
Power lube.
Power lube that, yeah, that's definitely power lube. Yeah, that's nice too. Injector number 1 was tough. That made me nervous. This one looks new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one looks new, so right. Okay. Now pry bar. Since we're replacing the rocker cover, just go underneath the injector somewhere where you can get hold of it. Then just give it a little push up at the same time.
Now that all the injectors are off, we can finally start working on the rocker cover itself. The last few bolts holding it down are now accessible. Once the securing bolts are off, all we need to do is to pry the rocker cover off. However, as I mentioned earlier, it's all about removing what is in the way. And clearly we've tried to cut corners here, hence why we are struggling, as there are still loads of wires in the way.
You can see a clearer picture of what's happening here. Look, it's coming from all down here where the leak is coming from. Like, look at that. That bit is shinished, totally shinished. So yeah, it's time for the rocker cover to come off anyway. Hopefully we can get this done sooner than we thought. My fingers are crossed, right? Hopefully we can get it done. Let's go and take it out.
Right, the old one is out, and I can tell you that was not easy at all. From the looks of it, it is quite bad, to be honest with you. It's leaking from this corner here. You can see it there. It's just been lifted a little bit, that piece right there. We're gonna remove that rubber and look at the state of it and see if it's like brittle or anything like that. Well, obviously I just want to say that we are going to be replacing it with BGA parts. I got this from GSF as well, and as you can see here, brand spanking new. It comes with all the gaskets, so that's for the injectors as well, right down the middle there. And obviously the actual rocker cover itself, it comes with the whole gasket. So there it is, look, all the gasket, all the goodness, it's all there. And I just want to say as well, this is what a healthy N47 engine looks like. As you can see, it's nice and clear. And also that timing chain there, obviously there's a lateral play on the chain, but what's most important is the one behind it. There's actually no play whatsoever. Now look at it, it's so clean. Oh, it's just been replaced recently. I can see FAI timing chain kit. Yeah, I guess it's alright. It's working, right? Look, here is a clearer picture of why we're doing all this. Look at that. All that oil is leaking from the rocker cover, and that's no good at all. Yeah, it corresponds. So obviously this is the new one, and it's coming from somewhere like over here. I think it's this side. Yeah, it's lifted up a little bit, and that is what's caused all of that. Look here, that's what the blue smoke that you can see is just leaking into the exhaust manifold. Ay. We're gonna give that a little clean, and obviously warn the customer as well, like for a few miles she's gonna have a smoky engine bay. You know, we'll try our very best obviously to, you know, give it a clean. Right, so we have just cleaned the injector holes, as you can see right here. This is our man-made stuff. We've just cleaned it. As you can see, it's very dirty. Look at the tip on that. But obviously there's gonna be some sitting at the very bottom of that, so we'll put the seat cleaner in it and give it a little twirly, and then you will see how much dirt is actually in there. It's disgusting. I feel like that is cutting, so that's good. Yeah, it's definitely cutting. Hoi! Look at it. You'll see how flat it is. Shouldn't be like that. Now it's clean now. Give it a good clean. There you go. Look at the grooves now. You can see that there's actually grooves on it. So we'll go on it again until that is perfect. Pretty clean. And there you go. Injector holes clean as a whistle, as you can see there. And that one as well.
and then cylinder number 1.
What does it take to provide a good customer service? I guess this is just one of them. Going the extra mile, not just to get the job done, but to get the job done properly and honestly. And for us to do this job properly, we will first have to torque the 100 bolts holding this rocker cover down to 10 Newton meters, going from the inside out.
Right, as you can see, John did a very good job on the injectors, obviously new seals as well. He's giving it a good clean, as you can see right there. Very nice. New
Copper gasket.
yeah, new copper gasket on that. And then it should, in theory, just plunk in. Should. Alright. Because obviously we cleaned that as well, yeah, and it did. Nice. I'm happy with that, John. Good work. Good work.
Lovely job, leh.
Yeah, let's do the rest.
We are finally getting there. All we need to do now is start connecting all the sensors back up, torque the injector holding clamp down, and tidy up the wiring harness. And that should be us ready to start the car. Right, as you can see, everything is pretty much on now. All of the sensors, all of the wiring and stuff like that. All that's left is for us to put the scuttle panel back on, really. But obviously there is a reason why I haven't put this foam in yet, because we are gonna have to bleed the vehicle via the OBD, and I also want to check if it's going to leak once it starts. I'm going to check all the sides. I'm going to see if there's any blow by or anything like that that's coming from the injectors. So wish me luck, wish us luck. It's very dark, and this light that we have here is dying, and that's the last battery that we have as well. So oh, there you go. Oh, as you can see, that's a warning for us. So let's go in the OBD and start it up. As you can see, we're back on the 601 again. This is what we're going to use to bleed the whole system, and hopefully there's no air bubble, so it can just start straight away. Well, that's the whole point of bleeding it through the OBD. It's getting so late. What time is it? 8:50 p.m. now. Yeah. Yeah, 5:45 when we started, I believe. Yeah, but yeah, we'll get there. Is
there an issue then?
No, we're just trying to bleed the system now, just to get everything started. Always tiggity boo.
Okay.
So far.
Fingers
Right,
crossed.
I don't want to jinx it.
Light's dead. Completely dark. Light is dead.
Right, as you can see here, it's bleeding now, and you can actually hear it
Yeah.
just about here. There you go. So that is just purging all of the air bubbles that is in the injector. So we just gotta wait 3 minutes, and then we're gonna go and give it a start, Rooney. So the procedure is all done now. It's asking us to turn the engine on. So everyone, close your eyes, keep your fingers crossed, step on the brake. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Start. Come on, start. There she is. Okay, alright. Yeah. Now all is good. We followed the procedure. So, right. Now it starts. We're gonna let it idle, and then we're gonna watch the injectors as well, just to see if there is any leaks or anything like that, or if there's any blow by, etc. We'll just leave it to idle whilst we're putting everything back together at the front. Right, it is now officially very late. It is now 9:30 probably, and we have just managed to finish it. We had the engine running for about 20 minutes just to obviously get it close to temperature and all of that stuff, you know, get the oil a little bit thin, and the result is in. Let me just show you. As you can see there, that is very nice. That's very clean and staying dry. No leak whatsoever. As you know, there's going to be some oil remaining in there, like down by the exhaust, but that will burn off, and I will let my customer know about that as well, just in case she starts obviously worrying about the smoke that's going to come out of the engine bay. So yeah, best to advise them once you replace the rocker cover. Obviously we'll try the very best to give it clean. Yeah, it's just, you just can't get to certain places, you know, like on the exhaust, like at the very back of the exhaust. So yeah, man. And that is where I'm going to end the video. If you are still here, please make sure that you are subscribed, and if you enjoy this type of content,
Please make sure to like the video, place your comment down below, may that be salty or sweet, and make sure to share it with your friends as well, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.